Hello, everyone. So I have gotten a ton of requests on can you show us how to use Bloxy? So I hadn't gotten a chance to use it yet, but now I have, and it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to make a series of videos on the different things that you can do with Bloxy, and this is going to be video number 1, setting up your classes. So first off, let's talk about what Bloxy is. Bloxy is a basically Chrome management system where we can see what the students are working on. We can push out websites. We can actually do video conferencing that's like Zoom inside of this Bloxy teacher dashboard. So how do you get to Bloxy? So you could go to your Clever. If you have a Clever account, you can go to Clever and click on Bloxy and it'll bring you there. You can also go to the LPSD website and it's underneath the staff resources page. You can click on it there. I literally just go to bloxy.net and I click log in as teacher. And it brings me right to here. So 3 different ways to get there. So then once you're in here, you need to create your classes. And there are 3 different ways to do those. So if I'm an elementary school teacher, I'm just going to have the one class. That's all I'm going to have, most likely. If I'm a middle school or high school teacher, I am going to have multiple classes. I'm going to have class for each one of my periods so that I can see everybody's screens at the same time. So on my dashboard here, I've got a couple different things that I can do. I'm going to go ahead and create a class. So the absolute easiest way is if you're using Google Classroom, it's to use this Google Classroom button. You click on the button and you say, which class do you want to import? I'm logged in with my Google account, so it already is starting to pull from my Google account. And I'm like, okay, I want to do testing adult ed, and I'm going to click OK, and it's boom, going to create it, and it's already connected every single kid in that class because these are all part of the Google franchise, and that kid's email that lasted at student is actually a Gmail address. So we're all using our Google account. So it does ask for how much time you want for each session, and you can come over here and click on the show hide schedule, and you can actually say, okay, I want to have this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you can kind of set it up this way and it would push it out for you. And you can set how long you want each session to be. Personally, I prefer manually doing it. And so basically I click into my class, and when I want to see my kids, I'm going to click this start button. I'm going to show you that in later videos, what it's going to look like. But what I was saying is that you can set it up to kind of do it on its own, or you can set it manually. The time, I really haven't found that the time matters, but if you have 55-minute blocks, set it for 55 minutes. It will turn off for you. So you're not constantly having it on and the kids aren't constantly connected, especially in middle school. They're going to be eventually picked up into somebody else's Bloxy. So that is one way to create a class. Another way to create a class is to click create a class. And so I can do testing. I'm going to say 60 minutes. We can change the color of the class so it stands out. And we don't have any policies written as a district right yet, so don't worry about that. And I can create a class. And so inside here, I'm going to go click on the testing. I can add students up here, top right-hand corner. And I would type in their LASIDs, and it would automatically say, is this the child you want to? I'm not going to type in anybody's LASIDs right now for privacy reasons. But type in the LASID. It would say, is this what the person you wanted? Yep, add student. And you can populate your class that way. That's another way to do it. So not all of our kids are using, not all of our kids are on Chromebooks too. So there's another way that they can do it is that you would be able to, here we go. There's a code right here. So I can click here and I can take the code. And then the student will be able to come here. So you would send this website to them, whether it be through Seesaw or Dojo or Remind or Google Classroom. Again, if you're using Google Classroom, you want to use the other tool. But they click student, and I'm actually signed up as a student, so I can put in my code and join class. Oh, I could not because I'm already the teacher of that class, but there we go. So they would automatically join the class. So those are the 3 big ways that you can create your classes. Google Classroom by far is the easiest. The next way would be to manually add your kids. And then the next way would be to give them a code that they go to Bloxy and they join. So this is really powerful on Chromebooks, very powerful because we own the Chromebooks and we operate the Chromebooks. And there's very little they can do outside of what we want them to do. On the Macs, it is doable, but it's not it's necessarily simple. On the Macs, the student, let me just give you this up front. I'm going to talk about it in some other videos. On the Macs, the students are going to have to they have to always be working in a Chrome browser. So Chrome being Google Chrome down here. They cannot use Safari. And if you see, I don't even have Safari on my dashboard because I don't use it. So they have to be using Chrome. And not only do they have to be using Chrome, they have to be signed into their Chrome. So if I come up here and I look, here's my little avatar, and I click on it, it says I'm signed in with Kay Wilkins at Lowell. That is awesome. That is different, just to let you know. A lot of you say to me, I'm signed into Chrome, and you're not. You're signed into Drive. So here's Drive, and there you're signed in, right? Absolutely. But you see how I have 2 of mine? So I'm signed into Drive, but I'm signed into Chrome because we're trying to control what their Chrome history is. So does that mean a kid could be working in Chrome on a MacBook and you can see everything they're doing, but they could also have Safari pages open and you really can't control that? Yes, that's why it's much easier to control on a Chromebook. So I'm going to be making some more videos. I hope this was helpful. Bye.